I'm at my favorite bike park. I'm at Swan Creek, and Max is gonna show up eventually. This time I'm at the north entrance, so I don't feel like I'm gonna get murdered. So if you've been following my channel, you know what Swan Creek is by now. I believe this would be my 5th video I've made there. So I'm not going to bother introducing it, but it has been a very long time since I have been there. And as usual, I'm starting off with a pump track. Although this time,
is wet.
I do not have my Gorilla Pod strapped to my handlebars. I'm actually using my real GoPro.
Alright, about to go on the first trail of the day.
After that, I went to my first trail of the day, which would be Hustle and Flow.
Big Berman.
Next, I went off onto a different jump trail. I'm not sure if it's actually the same trail, but at some point I had an interesting realization.
Oh! The back out of my fender's gone.
Next, I dropped in on a green trail called Feedback, which is actually a very fun trail, and if you've been there, it's kind of like a green version of Ground Control. Again, assuming that you've been there, you know that it kind of has similar flow. Speaking of Ground Control, that's my favorite trail, and I'm about to go down it.
Right. I'm about to send my favorite trail in the whole park, Ground Control. Ready? And my fender is dragging. Tabletop. Okay, and my chain dropped. This is going to be a huge issue.
To explain why it would be a huge issue, right here is an intersection, and I recently went one by and I have had a lot of issues with my chain dropping, so right there it would have been fairly catastrophic. I made my way back to the center of the park and decided that I was going to go off these drops. Wasn't that some snazzy energy?
I had never seen this much mud on one bike. Could probably like plot a plant with that mud.
Next, I went onto a very rocky trail at the upper end of the park called Light Rail. Well, look who decided to show up. So Max got here, and I was gonna have him wear the GoPro, but it turns out that the GoPro's dead. But there's no way something as silly as a dead GoPro is gonna keep us from riding. But after another hour, the rain and mud did keep us from riding. So we sent one last trail and then called it good for the rest of the day. I'm a little muddy now. After a long day of riding, we packed all the bikes back up into the truck and drove Max home. So thus concludes this video, and as always, remember to stay Gucci.